Hello. I just happened to be biking by this grocery store and look what I found, this scary sight. A couple days after Halloween and we have all these pumpkins being tossed. Now I don't know if they're waiting to be picked up by the compost company. I don't see any compost bins. I just see dumpsters. So I'm assuming that they are waiting for their fate of ending up in a landfill. Pumpkins like these produce lots of methane when they go to the landfill, and over 1 billion pumpkins are tossed every year. So I wanted to talk to you about that and say, what are better ways to deal with these pumpkins? So in order to keep them out of the landfill, we can compost them. So cut them up to smaller pieces if you'd like to make them small. They are quite big. And if you have a compost pile, you can compost them, or maybe a friend or a neighbor or a local community garden might be appreciative of having pumpkins. Also, they can be fed to wildlife. Try to keep them away from the house so they don't come begging for food and depend on you for food. And you can also see if you have any animal sanctuaries in your area or animals that eat pumpkins, wildlife rehab centers. So check it out. You might be able to find animals that would enjoy the pumpkins and offer some nice enrichment. And you can use them a little bit longer than just Halloween. A lot of people keep them on their doorsteps for a couple weeks into the holidays. So that gives you more time to plan what you're going to do with them when you're done. And I just wanted to also mention that these pumpkins you just grab and go at the grocery store, a lot of them they use more pesticides and herbicides to keep them perfect looking. So check out pumpkins from your local farmer's market or a farmer or a farm stand and ask them if they're spray-free or even organic. So organic, opt for spray-free, so that way you can eat the pumpkins when you're done. They are completely edible for you and animals, and so you can make pies, you can make cakes and breads and all sorts of things, crackers with pumpkins. They don't need to be the pie pumpkins, which are smaller and sweeter, but consider decorating with those. If those are all that is available organic, then consider getting several, and spreading them out, and trying to do that instead of these big pumpkins that use a lot of water and a lot of pesticides and herbicides and chemicals. And also, if you are going to compost them, I just want to mention to please not paint them. That's toxic or harmful to wildlife, and it also prevents them from breaking down properly when they are composted. So try to keep the pumpkins naked and just use them for decorations, but try not to paint them so that way they can break down properly, and then not make more methane gas, because when they're stuck in the landfill anaerobically, they cannot break down properly. So enjoy the pumpkins, enjoy the holidays, and let's do our part for a planet-based life and have planet-based decorations by seeking out the spray-free pumpkins and the organic pumpkins, and disposing of them properly so they don't end up in the landfill where they're doomed of making methane and contributing to our climate heating up from the methane. So check out planetbasedlife.org or livingwithharmony.org. They'll take you to the same place. And feel free to comment on how you are disposing of pumpkins to keep them out of the landfill. Some fun ways that are healthy for us and the planet of how to dispose of pumpkins.